Gentlemen, let me ask you something honest, and really think about this for a second. When's the last time you gave her an orgasm so powerful she couldn't speak afterward? Not a pleasant moment, not a nice release. I mean the kind of climax that makes her entire body tremble, that leaves her breathless, the kind she thinks about for days. And here's the truth. If you can't remember, or if it's never happened, you're not alone. Over 70% of women have never experienced a true climax from oral pleasure. And believe it or not, the reason isn't what you think. It's not your technique. It's not your stamina. In fact, it's something much simpler that most men over 60 were never taught. I'm Dr. Julia Rhodes, and as a men's sex therapist who's worked with thousands of couples, I can tell you this. The difference between good enough oral pleasure and mind-blowing, world-stopping pleasure comes down to one secret method. And today, I want to show you exactly what it is and why it works so powerfully for mature men who finally understand that patience is a weapon, not a weakness. Here's what most men do wrong. They go straight for her most sensitive spot and stay there. They assume their job is to stimulate her clitoris as directly and intensely as possible until she climaxes. But here's the catch. The clitoris has over 8,000 nerve endings, more than any part of the male body. So imagine this, someone grabbing your most sensitive area and rubbing it hard from the start. It would be overwhelming, not pleasurable. The female body is designed for waves of pleasure, not quick bursts. And once you understand that, everything changes. This is where mature men have a massive advantage. Younger men rush because they don't know better. But you already know the best things in life require patience. And that exact patience is the key to the kind of pleasure most women have never experienced. Going forward, the method I'm about to share is called arousal cycling, and it works because of how her nervous system actually processes pleasure. When you bring her close to climax, then pause, then build again, you're not just teasing her, you're retraining her whole body to experience sensation at a deeper level. Now here's what's really happening on a biological level. As arousal builds, blood flow increases. Her nerve endings become hypersensitive. Her breathing shifts. Her body releases hormones that heighten every sensation. And when you pause right before climax, all that built-up energy doesn't vanish. It waits, making her even more responsive when you return. Each cycle intensifies the next one until the final release is so powerful it can last minutes instead of seconds. Women who experience this often describe their orgasms as completely different. Words like overwhelming or earth-shattering, because that's exactly what it feels like when waves of pleasure crash through their entire body. How do you actually do this? Let me walk you through it, step by step. First, create the right environment. Make sure you're both comfortable, because this takes time. Position her hips slightly elevated with a pillow. This small change makes a huge difference in sensation. Position yourself so you can breathe easily. If your neck hurts after 5 minutes, you won't be able to give her what she deserves. Now, here's a critical part most men skip. Begin with her inner thighs. These areas are packed with nerve endings that most men completely ignore. Spend at least 2 or 3 minutes here. Soft kisses, gentle licks, even light nibbles. Watch her body language. You'll notice her breathing start to change. Her muscles begin to relax. Her hips might move slightly toward you. That's anticipation building, and anticipation is half the battle. Only after you've spent time on her thighs should you move closer, and even then, don't go straight for the clitoris. Start with the outer areas. Soft licks, gentle kisses. You're not just stimulating her physically, you're building anticipation mentally, which matters just as much for the intensity of her climax. When you do make contact with her most sensitive areas, use only the tip of your tongue at first. The tip is much gentler than the broad surface. Make slow, deliberate strokes from bottom to top. Count to 4 or 5 with each movement. This isn't about speed, it's about consistency and gradually building sensation. Think of it like conducting an orchestra. Sometimes you want the gentle sound of a flute, sometimes the richer tone of a violin. You're conducting her arousal, not attacking it. After several minutes of gradual building, you'll start to notice signs she's getting close. Her breathing becomes faster and shallower. Her hips lift toward you. Her thighs tense. She might grip the sheets or make different sounds. The moment you notice these signs getting stronger, this is your cue for the first pause. Don't abandon her completely. Ease off the most intense stimulation. Move to kissing her thighs again or her lower belly. Maybe move up to kiss her mouth while your hand maintains gentle contact below. This pause should last 30 to 60 seconds, long enough for her arousal to decrease slightly, but not so long that she loses the buildup. During this time, whisper something in her ear. Tell her how much you're enjoying this, how beautiful she looks, how good she tastes. This keeps the mental arousal high even while physical stimulation decreases. Then return to the exact same technique that was building her arousal. Same rhythm, same pressure, same pattern. You'll notice she responds much faster this time. What took several minutes the first time might only take 1 or 2 minutes now. When she approaches that edge again, pause once more. By the third cycle, her body will be incredibly responsive. Every touch feels more intense because you've been building and storing arousal. Most women can handle 2 or 3 cycles before they absolutely need release. Some want more, others need it sooner. This is where reading her body becomes essential. If she starts pulling you closer, if her movements become urgent, if she tells you not to stop, that's your signal. For the final buildup, maintain exactly the same technique, but don't stop this time. Keep the same rhythm, pressure, and pattern all the way through her climax. Don't speed up. Don't change anything. Consistency is what allows her to let go completely. When she does climax, it will likely be much more intense than what she's used to. Her whole body might tremble. She might cry out louder. Her orgasm might last much longer. This is exactly what you're aiming for. After her climax, don't immediately move away. Gradually reduce intensity, but maintain gentle contact. Many women become very sensitive immediately after, so direct stimulation might be too much. But complete abandonment can feel jarring. Use soft kisses, gentle caresses, light touches around less sensitive areas. Now, why does this work for men over 60? Here's the beautiful truth. This method plays to your strengths. Younger men lack patience. They rush. They think intensity equals pleasure. But you've learned that the best experiences in life, a fine wine, a beautiful sunset, a meaningful conversation, require time and presence. That same wisdom makes you a better lover than you've ever been. I actually covered the neuroscience behind this in last week's newsletter, including advanced variations and how to read her body's subtle signals even more precisely. If you're not subscribed, links in the description. When you can give a woman this level of pleasure, everything changes. The confidence that comes from knowing you can pleasure her this way shows in everything you do together. And the gratitude and desire she feels creates a cycle that benefits both of you for years to come. This isn't about performing some complicated routine. It's about understanding how arousal works and using that knowledge to create incredible experiences. When you honor her body's natural design, those waves and cycles, you get results that seem almost magical. So here's my question. Are you ready to give her an experience she'll think about for days? Drop a comment and let me know. And if you want the complete guide to mature intimacy, including techniques, positions, and insights I can't share on YouTube, join my free newsletter. Every week, I share what actually works for men over 60. Links in the description. Remember, patience isn't a weakness, it's your secret weapon. The start-stop method proves it. I'm Dr. Julia Rhodes, and I'll see you in the next one.